All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing fantastic on this lovely Saturday morning. If you're on my side of the world. If you're on the other side of the world, good afternoon and good evening to you. Hope y'all had a great holiday, Christmas, Kwanzaa, all the above break. Been nice to kind of take a little break from streaming, but I did miss it. I will say that much. And work's been a little crazy because, everyone needs to kind of get stuff done and be able to get around. And just now saying that, I realized I've never told you all what I do for work. And I think we're going to keep it that way for now. But in the meantime, as far as you know, this is all I do. I do some streaming here, playing little city skylines here at least once or twice a week on YouTube. So welcome in. If this is your first time, feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment too if you've got some input, or if you want to see something built, you want something named after you, just give me a shout. Let me know. So I kind of want to showcase what we worked on last stream using static ploppables, pretty much this entire little shopping network. And yeah, kind of just put all these buildings together, and you can see they're static buildings because they don't have any businesses attached to them. These do, because they're all zoned in. Like this is supposed to be the auto center, but as you can see, there's nothing attached. Now when we click in, I kind of hid them a little too well, but we got the businesses here. There we go. We got an electronics building, we've got some other we got a residential block that I was trying to fill this circular building in. Yeah, this was kind of a fun build. I did put in a few different surface areas, or just hangout areas. Kind of hard to see. Let's see, spaces. We got a little hangout space here. Got a park area created somewhere in here too. I don't remember if there's something in here. It's a plaza decal. Auto center. Yeah, it's in here somewhere. And we put a few go ahead and turn this down a little bit. It's actually even kind of loud for me. But put in a few walkable pathway areas here. So if we kind of go into our pathways like this, you'll see all these walkways I generated in here, just so that way we can get pedestrians coming through, in and out of the buildings. Just make it a little bit more realistic and livable, right? I kind of want to see if I can put in another park area. I want to say this should allow people to come in here. Go and turn off all the just kind of use this area to hang out in. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll give it a shot. It'd be pretty sweet to see this place kind of bustling with people. Go in here, add a little bit more. All the way out here. So we'll see if that works. But we also have ploppable adults here, so if we do let's do LA vibes. Yeah, the only thing is that they're just gonna stand here forever, so go and let her kind of ponder there right by the forget how to change the oh, there we go. We'll just have her kind of stand here. She's on her work break. Yeah. Kind of hanging out. Got our LA guys here. This guy, actually, yeah, let's see if we can place him in here. We tried doing this last time. It didn't quite work, but whoop. Maybe we can fit him in there. Nope, not quite. Oh crap! Don't tell me we can't move him. All right, we'll just hide him. There you go. He's in there. He's selling stuff. But anywho, yeah, that is our area, and I've added a little bit of residential. Let's see if we can get more people to move in there. We don't have here is a path though. Let's go ahead and put a pathway in here. Make it easier for people to walk on through. There you go. Could help people get in and out of there a little bit more efficiently. Hopefully. We'll try to just do a manual one. Do that real quick before we get on with today's stream here. We'll get that guy. Let's go ahead and let's just do, where are we at? Surfaces, net lanes. Let's do a little gravel path. There you go. Let's redraw that. All right, where are we at? Well, you know what we could do first? Maybe gravel somewhere. Oh, there's the railway ground cover. Okay, we'll come back to that. Yeah, okay. Pedestrian path. Let's see. Can I adjust this? Yes, I can. There we go. Bring this out a little bit, right about there. A little bit of modifying here. Man, I did have a dirt path. Yeah, that's fine. Let's find that grass edge. Here we go. Alt edge. Turn that snap off real quick. Oh. Edge right about to there. There you go. And then we will just do a little bit of editing here. Let's see. I know we've got leaves and stuff, so decals, brown decals. I know we've got leaves because I was using it last time. Oh, leaf decals. There we go. Ones that are a little bit more bunched up. Let's see here. There you go. Hide that a little bit. And then you can trick it a little bit by putting a tree right up in here. Chestnut tree right on either side. There you go. Little flower bush there, flower bush there. There you go. Look at that. That looks a little bit more realistic, right? It's the only trees there, so it's kind of funny, but yeah, whatever. Let it do its thing. Anywho, let's go ahead and get to what we were going to be focusing on today, which is fixing this guy here. There we go. So it looks like we have a few broken pathways with the Platter mod that we were using, but I think we're okay now. So anywho, we're going to be focusing on today is building up into the hills, because we still have complaints about homes being too small. So people want larger homes. We still have relatively bad traffic, which I don't think we're ever going to fix. And garbage services are still pretty bad, and it looks like everybody needs an ambulance. So we're going to make a few different connections here, just for connectivity's sake. And part of that's going to be extending roads out. So let's go ahead and do just that. We're going to make this connection here with this overpass. It's pretty steep here. I wonder if we can drop that down a bit. Can't remember which mod I used. I think I used, let's see, let's check out this height here. I wonder if, here, let's go ahead and pause this real quick. I might regret this, I'm not sure. Go right up to the bridge there. Alright. We're going to select that highway. And let's build it from this side. What we'll do is select our continuous tool, actually no, the complex tool. And we're going to use this constant slope to see if we're able to, let's see, do we have the correct height here? I mean, that's close enough. And then we're going to want to do parallel mode, which we are right here. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if that got us a little closer to the ground, and it looks like it kind of did. Definitely gave us a bit more of a gentle curve there. And you know what? That's totally fine where we're at right there. I think that works. I think that's a little higher up, actually. Crap. All right, well, let's try it. Let's see. Let's grab the on-ramp, grab down from the ground, and we don't want that. Hit gradual, continuous tool. And we are currently at a 8% grade. Let's see if we can make that a little better. A little too steep. Let's do this. Let's upgrade this to a 3-lane. Go. Yeah, just before the bridge. There you go. Oh, shoot. Alright. Let's find a spot here. Where we at? Complex curve. Over here. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Right from back here. What the? You know what it is? I think it's that constant slope thing. Let's try fixing that. Yeah, there we go. That's better. It's a pretty steep incline. Let's try to clean that up a bit. I didn't think it was going to be this tricky. If I can, let's, ooh. Try to do it from this way. There you go. Let's flip it back the other way. Yeah, it works a little nicer. All right, let's upgrade. Well, we don't want a tunnel there. See, this section will be elevated. And yeah, we can leave that like that. That's fine. I don't want to put a key on that side though. Yeah, let's key it. Or a retaining wall, actually. No, I think a key wall is going to be better. That way we can get our barriers in there. There you go. Still not a fan of that connection there. Now we'll see how that turns out. All right, now let's get our other road in here. I want to upgrade this section here. Whoops. Definitely don't want that keyed. Alright, let's see if we can add a node in here. And then we'll upgrade this guy. Facing that direction. We'll kind of scooch it along over. Line up. Ooh, autosave. There we go. Awesome. Right. Take a little sip of coffee here. Ooh. All right. Get back to it here. Highway. Let's go ahead and generate that. Complex. Damn it. There you go. Really want to lower that. Imagine having a highway going that far up. Alright, maybe we'll... I don't know, we'll see. Dang, I'm not a fan of how close that highway is and how high up it is. Let's see if we can bring this down a bit. Redraw this. We'll pause that real quick. See this a little further down. Wonder if I can make this right here. So we're not going to use constant slope. We're going to see if we can get this to work. That's no better. It's a little bit, still pretty high up. All right, let's try this again. Boy. I don't know if we need to take it as far back. Probably right to about, yeah, no, we do. Okay. Yeah, because this is starting to go up a bit. Alright, I'll have to redraw that. That's still... Okay, no, it's definitely lower. Alright. Alright, let's redraw this a little further away from that housing development here. Oh, crap. That's fine. Alright. Oh, crap. Start from this side. We'll start on ground level. Get away from bridge segment. Let's turn this on. Maybe we do need a bridge segment. Let's see. That's a bit funky, ain't it? Let's try this again. Just we've got a lot of different paints going on here. How does this look? I wonder if I can raise this without making it look too funky. I think that's part of the problem, is that it goes down. If I could just get that height to match. Let's go straight in. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. It gets a little wonky right over here. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. There you go. That's a little better. And we'll fix this connection here. Grab this. Start from back here. No, I'm gonna turn that off. Make that a little bit smoother of a transition. There we go. Turn that around there. Beautiful. Love that. And then let's just ground this out here. Let's see if we can add a let's add a node in here. Just so that way we can ground out this land. There we go. Turn that off. Perfect. Oh, that looks so much better. And we've pulled back from the residential area, so it's not going to be as loud for them, which is kind of nice. And we can redraw this. All right. Let's leave that bit there because I don't want to mess with that anymore. And then let's go ahead and get our complex. Yeah, let's get our complex. Here, go about there. You know what? I didn't upgrade this bit. There we go. Let's make sure that's a bridge segment. There we go. All right. Do from this side. Alright, here we go. Create this segment. Ah, crap, we're gonna have to do a 3-laner here. And then figure out how to fix this guy now. Alright, we can fix it. We can fix it. Okay, maybe not. Let's do this. I think this would be a lot easier to do it this way. There we go. There we go. It's not a very smooth transition. That's actually pretty sharp. Let's see if we can fix that a little bit. Oh, had it. There we go. There we go. A lot smoother. Got our roadway connections there. Perfect. All right, all right, all right. Feels like it goes back up. I don't know. It's all right. We're not going to get too bogged down on how high a certain section is and blah, blah, blah. What the... Alright. Let's go ahead and upgrade this to a 2-lane. Upgrade this segment to a 2-lane as well. And then round that out. Round this out here. I don't know if I want to ground this section out. Let's add a node here. Right about here. Make it a bridge segment. There we go. That's just to elevate this bit here. Boom, boom, boom. And we can actually turn this into a keyed section as well. There we go. Perfect. Probably want protection on one side of the here. Do protection on this side, and then the other side would be ground level. Perfect. All right, then we'll mess with our lane connectors here. Remove unsafe. We're not going to have 2 right turn lanes. We're just going to have 1 single turn. Nobody really needs to go straight there, so it's going to be turning lanes only. There we go. Perfect. I don't want... we separate this lane out a little bit. Here, let's do this. Let's create a road. I don't think we have a custom road asset that'll let us do this just yet. We're going to do... All right, let's turn that bit off. Ground level. All right. I'm going to create a custom road asset here. We're going to use, let's see. You know, this is going to add a little bit more width here. That's totally fine. Road builder, we're going to add a segment here. So we shouldn't have any parking, no parking. Yeah, no parking. I don't know why that vehicle is there. Bear with me 1 second. All right. So we're going to add a median in here. Just to push that out a little bit. I wonder if that is enough. Or if we need to do a... Oh, I can't do a 3 wide. I don't know if that's going to be enough to push it over. Let's try it. Let's try it and see if that works. Trade. Yeah, that is enough. Look at that. Perfect. Awesome. Just enough to push this lane over. That way we've got our own little little thing there. That would be cool if it didn't have to add a median, and we'll just go ahead and play the game. Let's edit all instances. I don't know if we can add... Just turn that into a shoulder? No. We'll cancel out of that. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. All right. Let's redraw that. Oops, 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 oops. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I can select this. We'll edit all instances. Edit all instances. What the? Get rid of that shoulder. Add another lane. Yeah, I don't want parking there. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. There we go. Sidewalk. All right, perfect. No parking. And then we're going to do car there. There we go. I think that's what I want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that changes everything back up. So I gotta go back in here with our lane tool. Oops, that's the wrong tool. Lane connector tool, there we go. Alright, gotta scooch this over a bit now. We're just going to make that connection there. We're going to grab our road here. I think that puts us where we need to be. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's about as close as we're gonna get. All right. Here we are. Lane connector tool. Boom, boom, boom. Turn for you. No straight ahead for you. No straight ahead for you. No left turn for you. All right. Let's make sure people don't make U-turns here. Lane change there. There we go. I don't want to remove parking on this street too. I think the best way to do that is just to add a wider sidewalk. Oh. All right. Don't need so many crosswalks. Perfect. Now I want to have another connection here so that way people can get back on the highway. I swear this went back up. Oh well, not gonna lose sleep over that or waste any more time over that. Still trying to build into the hills here. We're about, what, an hour in already? Oh man. By the way, for those of you just joining in right now, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's add another node right across from this bit here. There we go. So it looks a little bit more even. Back down to the ground here. We'll pull back probably to about here. Now let's grab onto this bit here. Maybe easier this way. 180, 180. 177. 180. What? There we go. Let's flip this around. What the? Oh, whoops. There we go. That's what we wanted. All right. All right, so we're gonna ground this bit out here. Again, I think I want to put a wall over on this side, and we'll play with the terrain a little bit there. See if I can get down in here. Create another node. Find our asymmetric road. Delete that. Come back in here, scooch this over a bit. There we go. That's an awkward one. I think maybe I need to use the regular asymmetric lane. I think that there? No. Put it back to there. Makes for an awkward intersection. That's alright. We'll figure it out. Alright. Back to our highway. Alright. Let's upgrade this section here. Make sure we're on a bridge segment. There we go. Yeah, this is pretty awkward here. Hey, good morning. Welcome. Jasper, what's going on? This is super awkward here. If we upgrade this section or downgrade it and take it a little further back. Here. Try to use these tools to our advantage. We can. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, super messed up. All right, let's select this bit here. Bring this up a bit. Bring this up a bit here as well. For continuity's sake. Yeah, I think we're just gonna turn off the constant slope. That's what's messing us up here. Alright, let's oof. Alright, we're good. City's looking fresh. Are you using Platter for those suburbs? I have been, yes. So I actually used Platter for a good segment of it, and then I had to switch it back. Or I didn't switch it back, sorry. Yeah, I haven't really done anything new just yet, but I'll show you in just a second here. There we go. Oof. Alright. That's fine. We could fix this. We can fix this. Take a look. I mean, that's about as close as we're gonna get it. Yeah, so I used Platter for this entire area. Click on this guy, be able to see it here. Yeah, this entire area, Rosewood Crest, is all using Platter. This is Bedford Bluff is all using the vanilla game assets or mode. And by the way, welcome to the community. Thank you so much for subscribing. I don't know if the pop-up came up. I didn't see it pop up, unfortunately, and I didn't get the noise, so hope that's all working correctly. I got it to work last stream, so kind of a bummer if it doesn't work again. But yeah, use Platter for all this. Used a few different angles just to make this a little bit more interesting. So like right over here, looks like we've lost some trees there. Yeah, the area, the mods are still acting a little wonky, but still pretty good. It's still pretty good considering. Yeah, there should have been bushes and stuff here. I don't know where they all went. Let's see, we had a hedge going here. Go ahead and anarchy this in. There we go. Add something else here too. Kind of a bummer it lost this, but it's fine. Adds tool. There we go. A little separation between the homes here. But yeah, we used Platter for all this, and we used static ploppables for this guy here, which we're gonna go back and finish at some point. But yeah, this little area here, pretty neat when we get a lot of pedestrians kind of walking through these buildings and these assets, but they're currently not. Now we got the one citizen just hanging out here on a smoke break from work or whatever. Yeah, this area will grow, but today we're trying to focus on growing this area. Let's hop back to that. Still need to do a little bit of terrain work here. Let's do just that. There you go. Let's soften this up a bit here. Let's see. See some sort of teaser saying there's more to come in 2026. I have not, but I know it's still in development, or at least from what I've seen, it's still in development because we've had a few updates where you can change the angles, which was kind of a game changer too, or at least, I mean, I guess from when it was originally announced to now, but you can see you can kind of place the control point in a slightly different spot. You can also increase the plot width by just doing that, and then increase the setback. Let's see, shift control. So a lot of really cool things. You can change rotation. Yeah, there's a lot of neat little tools you can mess with while using it. Let's see. I do want to finish this road bit here. and having a little bit of a we're not going to get too crazy with this. Let's go ahead and go back to our lane connector. Let's remove all unsafe. We really don't need to continue forward. We're going to remove one of these left turn lanes, one of these right turn lanes. Just going to focus on going forward here. It is a little odd. Not a huge fan of that. But they love you. Not sure why that bus is taking this path. Hold on a second. What? Is that this one right here? Why is it going this way? Not even following the bus lane. Hold on. Got another bus too. What the? What the? Are they just relief lines? I'm so confused. Thumb's going. Yeah. Roblox Village, that was a this was a subscriber request. So when you subscribe to the channel, obviously you get a few naming rights. We get a few roads named after you, a few buildings. So Rox is another subscriber. They got the hotel. Hotel is unfortunately failing, but also I haven't seen Rox on the channel in a minute, so it makes sense. If you're not here, it all falls apart. Look at our trash. It's looking pretty bad. And we got a bunch of ambulances. We got a building on fire. Yeah, this city's becoming a mess. But back to focusing. All right, so we're gonna buy a few squares here because I want to build this area up. I'm not too worried about the upkeep because as you can see, we're making tons of money. Now let's see, we can just buy all 3 tiles here. Let's go ahead and build this area up. Now, I want to use static ploppables. I want to use Platter. I want to use a few different things to make this area a little bit more special. So we've got a few different, how can I say this? We have a few different architectural choices over in on this side of the map. So Bedford Bluff and Rosewood Heights, we're using the Japanese pack heavily. Rosewood Crest, we are using low density waterfront housing, and part of that was to get some of these specialized buildings. If we look at the North American buildings, we have to have so many number of things built. Let's see where we at. Density. We have to have 10,000 low density cells and 25,000 if we want to really get all the buildings. So Industry Mogul's Mansion, we got Architect's Mansion. We already built the Real Estate's Mansion, and that actually looks pretty decent. That's this guy right here. And if you're a real estate mogul, like you would want waterfront property, and that's what they got. That's what they earned. They earned their keep for selling as many houses as they do. So good on you. Good on you. All right. Hop back to it. We've bought our squares here, so let's go ahead and build some roads. Now we've got this connection here. I do want this to be a major arterial road here at some point. Go ahead and turn this off. Make sure we're just going 80 out. Actually, here's where it gets a little funky. Because turn that off. 180. There you go. Now those lanes are going straight on. Awesome. Whew. All right. Anywho, that's going to be a major road that continues all the way through. Honestly, let's use our custom 2-lane or 4-lane road. Turn that guy off. Unless we can... Oh, beautiful. There we go. Don't want to do that. Perfect. Let's turn all our snaps on. That'll continue over to that side, and then we'll have a little bit more connectivity through here using this big avenue. In fact, we can continue this all the way through. Let's collect this road. Medium 3x3. And we'll just complex curve this bad boy in here like that. Get rid of that. Select our medium 3x3 road again. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. There we go. And let's just go straight on. Don't necessarily want to lose that second. Dang, it renamed the road. That's what I was trying not to have happen. There we go. Like that road again. Oof. A little windy here. Let's see. Straighten this out a bit. Can I figure out what road that is? Oh, I think this is the custom road assets road. I'm surprised it's still kind of working. There we go. I don't think we need that curve in there. Yeah, we can redraw this like that road. Make sure we're still using that medium 3+3 street. Here we can create shoot, using our complex tool. There we go. And we might come back and switch that up in the future. Not sure yet, but definitely going to have some sort of separation here to keep our industrial area separate from our residential area. Let's get out of here before we get any more confused with what we're doing here. All right, so I don't want to change the terrain all that much. Now, I want to have a few different blocks in here. But I want to have connectivity here. We're going to set in the roads that we want to have too continuous. This will look a little bit better. Got some roads in. As our base point that we're going to follow for the terrain. Okay. And then we'll have the small alleyways kind of branching off from there. Go down at the base here. And, you know, we have this here. I think we'd make that connection going underneath, but I don't know. We'll see. We have to have some connectivity from one side to the other. I think since that splits there, that's probably not a good connection. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to have a separate connection here somewhere. Right. Got the major roads in now, or at least we can try to consider a major road. And have that cut off there. Might even downgrade that to a regular 4-lane road at some point. We'll see. I don't want to grow this area out too large, you know? There you go. See if I can scooch that over a little bit. There we go. Let me do continuous here. There we go. Let's switch this up a bit. Uh, 90. Come on now. Close enough. All right. Have this continue all the way through using continuous. Whoa. follow this here. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Like that. I don't know. We'll see. Just making it kind of fun and interesting here. I really do think we should make a connection here. There we go. Get rid of that roundabout. Fine. We don't have a direct connection, but that's totally fine. You know, Jasper, since you are new here, go ahead and name one of these lanes after you, shall we? Let's get you a street. Buckthorn. Yeah, let's give you this one. Go ahead and call it Jasper Row. Jasper Row Lane. There you go. Go ahead and screenshot that if you want. See, what would be a good angle for that? Probably right in here. Oh, you can't even see it. There you go. Jasper Row Lane. Boom. Another view of it. Yeah, how can we get close enough? Still capturing full backgrounds. There you go. Boom. It's all yours. Welcome again to the community. All right. Get back to it. Remove. Keep that there, actually. Alright. Remember, we don't want any blind corners. At least we want to try to avoid creating blind corners as much as possible. Or we want this area to be safe. Ish. Go. Create another connection right down here. And let's go ahead. Connection here, just like this. Let's see if we can add another there. What we could do is create a one-lane road, do one-way alley here. See if we can create. I think we have custom assets here. right, let's see if we can create another one-way alley. Let's find a flat spot to build this on just to make our lives a little easier. There you go. All right. So let's go into our road builder. We're going to remove, let's see. Let's see, how can we result in unexpected behavior? Yeah, I'm not too concerned with that. Oh. See here. If we put a shoulder in. Another shoulder. Let's change that for a sidewalk. Oh, no. We don't want that. Trash. Trash. All right. We got our shoulders. I don't want a shoulder. Can we put a gravel shoulder on that side? All right. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. Because that's going to be the thinnest road possible here. Let's see. Ooh, where are we? Many different buttons here. And found it. All right. Turn all of this off. What the? All right, let's get rid of the lane markings. Kind of weird. Why is it doing that? That's strange. How did I break that? Let's see. Added all instances. Yeah, let's just delete the road. I thought we already had one made. This one? Custom one-way alley? Let's see. No, it's not that one. Is this how I was able to do it last time? Let's see. It's been a minute since I've had to do this, so I don't quite remember if I managed to do it. Oh, nope, that wasn't it. That's not it either. Wonder if it had to have been a normal road section Oh, you know what? I think it was the CRA road. Alley, right-hand traffic. No. Narrow one-way street. Is this it? I don't even know if this is gonna work. Narrow one-way. I mean, it's kind of cool that they still kind of work, but dead end. How's that a dead end? Oof, yeah, it doesn't like that much. Yeah, all right. Well, let's see. Let's try this custom one that we made. See if this works. And we could try to manipulate it a little bit. Back a little bit. Main connector tool. There you go. Oh yeah, that looks a little better. The sidewalk's a little strange though. See, how did I create this? Let's use this as a template. If we just do a shoulder and we delete sidewalk. Add a shoulder. Yeah, it's just the exact same thing. All right. Let's see. Boy. And I think that kind of works. Just we've got this weird little kind of thing growing from it there. Let's try this again. Increase the median width. Does that make that go away? Yeah, it does. Okay. Kind of does. Bring this over. Bring this over. This back a bit. This over a little bit. There we go. All right, that works a little better. I wish this was more angled though. Let's see if we waste a little bit more time doing this. Pull this back. There we go. That's a little better. All right, and then let's get here we go. There we go. Ah, oh, hell yeah. That looks good. All right, perfect. Let's get our lane connector tool. We obviously don't want any unsafe turns there. Don't want any unsafe turns there. Right, now I'm thinking about it. This should be a 2-lane. Let's do regular alley here. Oh. All right, we'll do a lane connection again here. Lane connector, remove unsafe. We will add that as a left turn there. Yeah, no. Move unsafe. There we go. If you want to go that way, you gotta... I just did all that work, and now I'm kind of regretting my decisions. But you know what? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. It's gonna be as is. Spending too much time there. All right. Let's go continuous here. All right, we got our connections there. Want to have another connection here? No. Put a medium cul-de-sac there. All right. And go from here. All right, let's do this. Then alleyway this over. Come on now. Snap to the middle of that. There we go. Yeah, probably have to do it from this side. Ah! There's too many nodes in here. Jeez. Man, come on. Okay. All right. Road connection. You can do it. I know we can. Right. Where are you? Where are you? There we go. Okay. Do complex curve. There we go. Oh man, that was more complicated than it needed to be, but we got it. All right. All right. And want to have some connection here. Where we at? Continuous. we go. We'll have another connection in here somewhere. In there like that. And we'll do another one right in here. Cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. And I don't know if this is going to give us enough of what we're looking for in terms of the... Holy crap, how am I going to do this connection? Let's just do more roads. Let's just add more roads in here. Yeah, that kind of works. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I want zoning on these streets here, but at the same time, I'm using static ploppables. Let's see. I think this is... No, we need more smaller roads here. Move some of these crossings in here. Put that there. That one. that one there. I think that's all right so far. Sorry, I just got to adjust my chair here. Getting a little sore. 1 second. All right. Cool. We've got that. All right. So we're going to use static ploppables. Let's get in here. We're going to look for our North American waterfront. And we'll just look for these guys. We already got level 5 here. So I say we start at the top. Let's start at the tippy top right up here. Now, the cool thing about the static ploppables is that they're going to blend right into the edge of the mountain here. So if we want to do a little bit of editing here, pull this back, lift it back up off the ground. Wonder how this would work the best. We bring this over. Sure, want to bulldoze this building. Find a better spot for that one. Right over here, I guess. Or you know what? Let's see. I wonder if we have an elevated one. We could sink this into the ground a little bit more towards the back. Let's raise this up. See if we can make this work. Bring that right down here, like that. And let's manipulate the rain. Oh man, this is going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time, but it's going to look cool. Let's select this height here, bring this out. We'll make that just the end of that there. Now it kind of looks like that is part of the mountain back here. I'm gonna give it the impression that it's a multi-story home. I think that works pretty well there. Let's raise this up a little bit there. Perfect. And select this height just for this bit here. Bring this out a bit there. Do I have reworked low density assets? I do not. I do not. Let's pull this height up like that. All right, so there's our home. Got that. Oof, this is gonna take a minute. Ooh, no. All right, let's get our surface tool here. Where are we at? The surfaces, let's go ahead and put like a driveway in this area. So let's do gravel. Or actually, let's do, I don't remember how big these clay pavers are. It's actually not too bad. But a little bit too light here. So let's use a net lane. Let's look. Even just a gravel path would be kind of nice. There you go. If we do continuous from here. There you go, and that'll be the vehicle path, so we'll get that in her. Visible 1 2-way. So we'll put that there. Do continuous. There we go. And then we'll get our pedestrian path in here. Let's see where we at. There we go. I want to do a little bit more with this. This static ploppable is going to be difficult. Just going to be a lot to do here. But gives us a sense of a grandiose home. That's kind of nice. Oof, this color too is just pretty generic. Let's make that a little tailors. Look from this side. Man, this is just difficult. Okay. There we go. I think that looks all right. Kind of like a pale yellow-ish color. There we go. That'll do. And then roof color, is that what? Oh yeah, we're not doing that. Ooh, that looks nice. There we go. Kind of a Mediterranean looking home there. Yeah. All right. Do some pathways here. We'll select our thingy here. It's too small. There we go. And then we'll, I don't know, do something in here. Do a hedge. Do a hedge. Hedge would work nicely. Turn that off. We'll put the hedge all the way around, just like that. There we go. Gives us a sense of grandiose or grandiose grandeur. Gives us let's sense of grandeur. There you go. All right, let's look for a door or a gate. Ooh. Here we go. I want to bring that back a little bit. Ah! Uh-oh. All right, yeah, that still kind of works. That still works. All right, let's see if we can get a door. Got the gate. Let's try gate. Gate. Ah, yes. Whoops. Nope. Where'd it go? I can fit in there. No. No. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need that in there. That looks good. I don't want to put another surface in there, so let's do... I don't know if that's going to go underneath or above. That's going to go above. All right. So here's we have to get really meticulous with this. I think we can hide that underneath, but here we have to right to the edge of the road or edge of the net lane. Might be able to go in there. Okay, I know we had another net lane for the edge, gravel edge. Let's see, road markings, miscellaneous net lane. Oof. Some are broken, so let's see. I think we might have to use edge decals like we did on the other side of the map. We can find where they are. Decals, no. Stains, no. A surface. These. Crap, I don't quite remember. Maybe it's the road ones. No. Oh, bordered grass green. Okay. Okay. Kind of working out. Kind of working out. mean, that's close enough. Not gonna lose sleep over that. Let's go ahead and finish out this surface area. Oh my gosh. It was just a plain grass. Fine. Have to be exact down in here, but right up to the edge we do have to be right on it. Remember, doesn't have to be perfect. Have to be perfect. There we go. We're gonna just select the easier side first. Bring this grass out to here. Go, and we'll put, let's see, tiles, shoot. Actually, let's do wood surface. We haven't really used the wood surfaces before. A nice little patio area back here. Yeah. Maybe we'll level that ground out a bit here. There we go. And we'll just put some more bushes or something right back here. Yeah. Let's go with that. There we go. There's our own custom foam asset. We're gonna cover some of that up. There you go. Plopped. Static ploppable. As you can see, that took a long time to do. So unless you have a whole lot of time, I wouldn't do it on a live stream. It's definitely not something I would do on a live stream. But let's go ahead and put up the... I know we got vehicles. Let's see if we can find it. I don't know if it's going to consider it a residential prop or a commercial prop. Let's see. Industrial prop? Automobile. Park asset. Definitely not a park asset. Definitely not a surface. Alright, let's try it. So we get out of that. Do vehicles. Let's look for a car. I mean, if they're living up here in this area, they're probably going to have a good amount of money. I know there's a BMW. Here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and anarchy this one in to right there. Boom. There you go. I don't like that they're parked on grass, so let's go ahead and give a wood deck finish. There we go. This should be... Oops. There you go. That is our screenshot for today. Building into the hills. Boom. Oh, I do have to adjust it because of... There we go. We'll do that. Boom, boom, boom. Screen cap. There we go. Now it took, what, half an hour? So we also need to add, let's see, we've got the static ploppables. We're going to have to throw in the zoning thingy. Where are we? I don't remember. How to find it. Here we go. Modular zoning block. So low density block. Let's go ahead and do a 1x4. We'll plop that down there. All right. We had access to a 2x4, but let's see. We can add a pedestrian gate. Go ahead and go ahead and remove snap to road. Pedestrian gate there, pedestrian gate there. Parking spot. Oop. Don't want to put a bunch of parking spots there. There you go. All right, perfect. There is our static ploppable home with a residential block. So, boy family, they are poor. I'm not going to do that anymore. That took an extremely long time. So we're just gonna do static ploppables from now on. So let's go ahead and look for our US asset. We're looking for low density residential, North American waterfront, and let's go ahead and plop some of these guys down. So because people were complaining about home sizes, we're going to go with 3 by... Actually, let's see if we can do 4 by 3s. No, 4 by 3 isn't an option. Okay. Four by 4's got to be an option, right? Alright, we may just have to use these guys. Let's do our filters. Alright, we don't need the G20 anymore, so low density. And we're looking for a plot width of 4 by 4. We're looking for US assets and shouldn't be mixed. We're looking for low buildings. Low waterfronts, 4 by 4. There we go. A little bit more of what we had already placed here, but we're not going to be conforming to the terrain here. Looks like we got some 4 by 6 properties available. Oh, that's regular low. So we're looking for waterfronts. There you go. Level, let's go with level 5. Just to really hit home here. And we'll go back and modify the building colors. I'm not sure I want to have so many blue buildings in this area. Hey. Yeah, we'll go with that color. I don't know why they're all blue. Kind of strange. I wonder if I might have screwed something up before. I don't want a house Color of a clown home. All right. All right, where are we at? Let's see. We are looking for US. Boy, here we go. So we're at 3,000. We need about another. What's that? About 6,100. So this might take a minute, folks. But hang tight. Enjoy the show. They all blue. Why are they all blue? That's kind of annoying. Now if I want them to all be blue, let's see. Oh, there we go. That changed the color. Awesome. All right, now I know how to do it. Totally forgot how to do it. It's been a minute. Yeah, I don't want it to conform to the land like that. And different variations here. That's nice. Dig that. What is this? As palette chooser. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's do a little bit of this. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, this is going to be tricky. Okay. Oh, man. As much as I want to do static ploppables, I don't think it's going to work out. Let's do some 3x5s using low density waterfront, using Platter. We're not going to snap to anything but the sides of the road. So let's do... Yeah, a little bit higher elevation there. Yeah, I kind of wish I could do a lot more with this, but eh. Hmm. Yeah, I think that'll work just fine. Crap, you know what I just realized? I don't have a district on this side. Anywho, you know what? We're just gonna let's just do it. Ah, I really want to use static ploppables though. The energy components, no. Base game. There we go. All right. Residential low. Here we go. Waterfront. All right. Level 3, level 5. I don't know if static ploppable's the way right now. Yeah, let's delete that. I don't think that's the way right now, especially with what little time we have today. Let's continue going with the platter. I think platter's gonna be best option for right now. And we'll set back from the road a little bit here. Get rid of one of these crosswalks there. And hopefully 3x4s kind of, or 3x3s. Let's just do 3x4s. Hopefully this meets the residential demands that our people are looking for. Like, hopefully they're happy with having slightly larger homes. Probably not as large as they want to go, but it is what it is. It's all we have access to right now. At least with this asset pack. And that asset pack that I'm referring to is the let's see if we can rotate this around. Move the snap there. Go. All right. Snap to the road. There you go. Do some 3x2s here. Right around the cul-de-sac. Yeah. Anywhere near it. I know it's kind of... Oh, we're getting closer. About 3,600 away. Or 60, or 55,000. Let's just call it 5,000. We're getting closer. All that matters. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get rid of this retaining wall. Change my mind. Yeah, I think this was a 4x4 asset, right? I don't think 4x5s exist. Oh, they do. They do exist. All right, try some 4x5 assets in here then. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Ah, that's annoying. One 4x5 asset, and that's all that goes in there. That's annoying. Oh well. Oh well. All right, let's get some more 3x2s in here. Thing is, it looks like it's conforming to the road up here. Is good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something was wrong there. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to have anything on this side because of the way the land goes. Alright. Game wants to be a little weird because I think the had to do with the way the road was curving around in there. Even a little 2x2 there. There we go. Okay, let's set this back a bit more. Damn, everything is bad over there. Hey, at least our ambulance count request is down, so that's good. All right, again, messages left and right here. All right. Let's see. Want zoning on that road? I don't think we do necessarily. Let's see if we could fit a 2x3 in here. All right. Snapping off. Let's see if we can get that rotation in there. Boom. Yes. There you go. Love that. Love that. Waterfront. Love that. I want to do a little road in here. Let's choose this height right here. Whoops. Brush size is what I wanted to modify. All right, let's get a alleyway in here. Go. All right, back to static ploppables. Rotate that around. There we go. A little terraforming back here. There we go. What if we could set this back a little bit and then cul-de-sac this in? We'll do that. And let's actually pull that cul-de-sac back a bit. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. All right, that's fine. Okie dokie artichoke. Let's level this out a little bit here. Throw in a 2x3. Sorry, 3x2. There we go. Yeah, that edge will be fine, I think. I select the building. Okay, there we go. I think that's just gonna be easier. There we go. There we go. All right. So I think I want to say there were 3x6s available. I'm not entirely sure. About to find out. Yes, 3x6 is available. So got another one of those right up against the edge here. I should be able to fit a 3x3 right in here. Another one right there. Let's see, do I want to fit us? Oh, we already did. That doesn't look like it's going to generate anything, so let's try a 3x2 right in there. Nothing. All right, let's set that back a little further, see if that helps. Yeah, there we go. You have that setback push more away from the road. All right. We gotta finish this up. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Don't want to cloud that up. Block it all out. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need we don't need buildings everywhere. Weird how it lets you stack trees on top of each other. Oof, there are trash issues, man. Come on now. If that works. Yeah, it looks like it works. All right. All right, let's create a district because we're going to need that. So this will span all the way up across to here. For now, we'll just go about there. Broad Springs, that'll be it for now. Oh man. Okay, lower back. Don't get old, folks. Or get old, just yeah. Alright, let's connect to that. Really don't want to have zoning on the side of the road here. It's not looking too bad. I think this area is a little bare, so I think we should add another road coming through here. Let's see if we can squeeze one through here. Sure can. No. Well, the game just crashed. Folks, I'm gonna call it there because yeah, well, oof, that is rough. That is rough. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, that hurts. I don't want to go back and see where it crashed because I know it's just gonna hurt my feelings. Hopefully, I had enough autosave things in there. Um, I don't know. Tell you what, that's gonna do it for me. So thank you so much for joining in, folks. I do appreciate the support. I know we've got, let's see, 1 or 2 new subs today to the channel. So for those of you that joined in, thank you so much. Make sure to hit that comment button if you want to see more of this content, or if you want to see something different. I know I've been kind of trying to work on the back end here of trying to get some other games in. Just haven't had a chance to do a little bit of editing of some videos that I prepared yet. But yeah, I'll get to that eventually. So once again, thank you for joining in. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe so that we can get more content in the future or notifications. And I'll catch y'all next time. Bye, everybody. Bye.